The Cowboys defense calling themselves soft. Rex, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a huge concern right there. But DeMarcus Lawrence is right. I mean, they gave up 185 yards before contact. Like, they're not attacking the line of scrimmage. Your play calling stinks, too, because you've got to do something. When your team is that way, you've got to find a way to make them physical. And it was just awful. They're getting pushed around all over the place. So do something. Attack people. They're not attacking the line of scrimmage. They're not getting off blocks. And I tell you what, the Odell Beckham play where he runs the reverse, does Dallas realize the sideline, unlike the rest of your team, the sideline has never missed a tackle. They've got guys running out. Here's the reverse right here. Look at this play. You want to see pathetic here. What's this? That's great. What are you trying to hit Jarvis Landry? He doesn't have the damn football. Come on now. This stinks. And Dallas right here, they're averaging 550 yards a game on offense. Good for you. But your defense absolutely flat out stinks right now. And DeMarcus Lawrence, look, you have three of the better players in the National Football League. Jalen Smith's an outstanding linebacker. And you got Aldon Smith is playing terrific. DeMarcus Lawrence, a great player. This defense shouldn't be this lousy, but unfortunately they are.
And it's killing them, Dan. What are you seeing?
Yeah, first of all, don't mistake close scores for being close football games. This is a beatdown. This was an absolute beatdown yesterday. Second of all, this game was over on the first offensive snap for the Cleveland Browns. This offense is a bunch of cherry pickers for the Cowboys. Everyone raves about how many yards they're throwing for. They have the 24th ranked offense when it comes to first half football. They've scored on 9 out of 25 possessions. They're cherry pickers. They stink on offense to begin with. And then in the second half, when teams play soft and they got tons of leads, they rack up a ton of yardage right now. Their offense right now is very average in the first half. They're turning the football over. They're not scoring a ton of points. And they're hurting their football team just as much as the defense is. So the Cowboys, again, aren't a very good team. In both parts of the football team are holding their hand in that.
Well, the reality is they're one miracle onside kick recovery away from being winless on the season. Mark down October 4th, which was yesterday, as the day that the Cleveland Browns remembered they have Odell Beckham on their team, and he's a special player.
Yeah, the reality is Kevin Stefanski has gone and said, he's our best player. He's the best player on our football team. How many different ways can we get him the football? And not only that, Greeny, how can we get him the football early on in games? If you look at their last 3 games, it's getting the football to him early. It's a reverse early on. It's a reverse pass to him. They're taking shots downfield. They're trying to finish games with him as well. So it's a really good coaching thought process of he's not just a receiver for me. He's a weapon. He's the best player on our team. And they're making, because here's the thing. When he gets the ball early, your offense is going to be more productive. He feels a part of the football game, but also the team feeds off of it as well. Like, they've played better because their best players got the ball in his hands.
Rex, they got wiped out week 1. Now they've won 3 straight games, and how good are the Cleveland Browns?
I think Cleveland is legit. And quite honestly, you mentioned the coaching, where I see Stefanski, he was awful week 1. He never changed the pocket, never moved the pocket, never did anything. Now we're seeing a completely different Baker Mayfield. Why? Because they got that running game going there. Everything's off play action, bootlegs, nakeds, all those type of things. They changed his launch point. Now all of a sudden Baker Mayfield looks like an NFL quarterback, a darn good NFL quarterback, and not just a guy that isn't just a drop back quarterback. I'm sorry, he's not. But they got it figured out on offense. Pound the heck out of the football. You're saying Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, you got 2 number 1 receivers. That's great. But it all starts with that running game, the ability to run the football, even off of play action, nakeds, boots, and all that. I love what Stefanski's doing.
Yeah, I mean, they ran for 300 yards yesterday. And I know the Cowboys' defense is terrible.
Did they play 3 games?
Right. They ran for 300. And, Coach, you know this. When it comes to the run game, to be a good run game, you got to be good on the front side. To be a great run game, you got to be great on the backside. And the backside of their run game is fantastic. Baker Mayfield, this is the number 1 thing that stood out to me yesterday. The accuracy is back, right? Like, there's 4 or 5 throws in that game where that ball needed to be here, and the ball is here. And that is a huge development for this offense and for the quarterback.
They're in a little bit of a rhythm that it doesn't look to me that they ever got last year. At no point last year did they look like they started feeling it, and that's...
They're dictating.
And that's the point you're making.
They moved the pocket more in 1 game than they did all of last season. That's why Baker looked so bad last year. And a short quarterback, now he looks like a legitimate guy.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.